San Miguel. It's me, Mr. Jablonski, your friendly neighborhood assistant principal. February went by fast, and you guys have been doing a great job of practicing all of the habits. We're gonna recognize some of our outstanding stallions and leaders right now and wrap up our month with some February leadership awards. Let's start with our kindergarten. From Mrs. Cruz's class, we have Jax. Jax always practices habit number 3, put first things first. He always completes his classwork as well as his homework. Keep up the great leadership, Jax. Next we have Caleb. Caleb always practices put things first as well. He always completes his classwork as well as his homework. Keep up the great leadership, Caleb. And finally, we have Miss Kiana. Kiana is a proactive leader practicing habit number 1. She takes care of her own desk and she always cleans up. She does the right thing when no one else is looking. Great job, Kiana. From Miss Virgin's class, we celebrate Phip. Phip is working really hard to practice habit number 5. Think first to understand, then to be understood. Kindergarten is an exciting time to share your thoughts and show what you know, but it is also important to listen to others. Phip is learning just like that. He is taking control of calming his voice and becoming a great listening leader in class. From Miss Virgin's class, we also want to recognize and celebrate Toa. Toa is a leader in our class who is practicing habit number 3, put first things first. Toa loves the fun activities that they do in kindergarten, but sometimes he needs to complete his work first, and he does a great job of putting first things first. Toa is learning to complete his work so that he can participate in all the fun activities in class. Good job, Toa. Finally, from Miss Virgin's class, we recognize Eden. Eden is constantly demonstrating habit number 3 by synergizing with her peers. Eden appreciates working together in class and helping her friends. She is a leader that appreciates that we are better together. Thanks for being a good team member, Eden. From Miss Diaz's class, we celebrate Alessandro, also known as Sandro. He finds different ways to be a leader each day. Sandro has a think win-win attitude by trying to find the positives in every situation. He is also able to synergize by helping his peers and his teacher. Keep up the great work, Sandro. We also celebrate Evelyn. Evelyn demonstrates how to be a leader by being proactive and putting first things first. She focuses on being in charge of herself by staying focused on what she needs to do. She asks questions when she's not sure of what to do, and because of this, she always gets her work done. Way to go, Evelyn. From Miss Via's class, we want to recognize Serena. Serena is following habit number 4, think win-win, when she waits her turn nicely in line at recess and shares her turns and takes her turns with her friends. Sharing is one of the ways the class will be able to meet the school-wide WIG where everyone feels connected. Let's now hear from our first grade classes. From our first grade class in Miss Diaz's, we want to recognize Adrian. Adrian demonstrates that he is a leader by synergizing. He loves to help and work as a team. He is also great at being patient and finding ways to make what we are working on better. If Miss Diaz ever needs any help, he is usually one of the first people to volunteer. Thanks for being such a great part of the team, Adrian. From Miss Delmer's class, Miss Delmer wants to recognize 2 amazing leaders, Journey and Faith. Journey and Faith have made such progress on their ability to synergize with other leaders at school. By thinking win-win, they have been able to use kind words and encourage their friends when they succeed. Miss Delmer is so proud of all that they have accomplished. From Mr. Stowe's first grade class, Arya. Arya expresses her leadership through habit number 5, seeking first to understand, which is the hardest one. Everyone wants to be heard in first grade, but Arya listens with her eyes, ears, and her heart. This makes her a fantastic learner and a wonderful friend. Thank you for showing us how to listen, Arya. From Mr. Stowe's class, he also wants to recognize Alec. Alec shows his leadership through being proactive. It can be easy to follow others down the wrong path, but Alec is in charge of himself. He chooses to work hard and be thoughtful with others, even when others are not always doing those things. Way to show your leadership path, Alec. Mr. Stowe also wants to recognize Blake, who displays leadership through synergizing. We really enjoy competition in room 9, but Blake finds kind ways to help others and include them, whether that's in the classroom or out on the playground. He knows that learning is more fun when you have others to share it with. Way to go, Blake. From Miss Via's class, we want to recognize Miss Layla. Miss Layla begins with an end in mind, habit number 2, when she reads her social story every day to be successful at lunch. Celebrating some of our second grade leaders, let's start with Miss Jenkins' class. Miss Jenkins wants to recognize Aaron. Aaron is a Think Win-Win student. He cares about others and is always a positive example of a leader. He loves following the 8 habits. Miss Jenkins wants to recognize Mara. Mara has shown great effort as a leader this month. She sets goals and she tries hard to reach them, beginning with the end in mind. And finally, from Miss Jenkins' second grade class, we want to recognize Jacob. Jacob is focused on his work and trying hard to reach his goals. He is putting first things first as a leader. From Miss Smith's second grade class, we want to recognize Leo, who is an outstanding leader in the classroom and on the playground. He is a kind and helpful friend to everyone and is a great math problem solver. He was recently Star of the Week, and he helped the class synergize to line up safely after recess. Way to go, Leo. Miss Smith wants to say awesome job to London, who is a proactive learner who works hard in class and at home. Miss Smith appreciates her cheerful smile, and the class loves her enthusiasm for learning. London looks out for others and is always willing to lend a hand. You rock, London. Finally, from Miss Smith's class, Miss Smith wants to celebrate Jonathan, another amazing leader in room 5. Jonathan puts first things first at class and at home. He completes his assignments on time, and he enjoys synergizing with a group to complete projects, and he is very conscientious about completing his leadership role every day. You're a superstar, Jonathan. From Miss Buell's second grade class, we have Justice. This student is always positive in class. She is always smiling and is such a great helper. She is getting an award for number 1, being proactive. Wow, so many great leaders. Let's check out some of our third grade leaders, starting with Miss Buell's class. From Miss Buell's, we want to recognize Salman. This student has been completing his assignments every week, which has earned him special things in the class. He's getting an award for habit number 3, put first things first. Miss Buell also wants to recognize her third grade student, Melissa. Melissa has been working hard, and her effort, it's really paying off. She's getting an award for habit number 2, begin with an end in mind. From Miss Campbell's class, we want to recognize Austin. Austin has been working really hard on finding his voice. In class, he has been learning to take notes for his research questions, but then writing out sentences in his own words. And he's done such a great job with this task. Miss Campbell recognizes all the leaders in her class would learn a lot from Mr. Austin and his final slides project. From Miss Campbell's class, we want to recognize Kaylin. Kaylin's been a great example of habit number 3, put first things first. She completes her work and homework before doing other activities, and she's always willing and excited to help other class leaders with their work, including the research project that they've been doing this month. Finally, from Miss Campbell's class, she wants to recognize Zachary. Zachary has been truly showing what being proactive is all about. Instead of waiting for someone to notice, he might need help on a challenging project. He's been asking for assistance from his peers and from his teacher and making sure he got it right. I am so excited to see the end result of all his hard work, and Mrs. Campbell is so happy to celebrate you, Zachary. From Miss Sovlin's third grade class, we want to recognize Christopher. Christopher is receiving this leadership award for literally diving into San Miguel as a brand new student and embracing the class leader in me mission. Christopher has only been with us since just after winter break, and he has jumped right in and learned how to be powerful and being a leader. He is proactive by looking for opportunities to help his classmates, and he does it for anyone who needs it. Way to go, Christopher. Miss Sovlin also wants to recognize Jordan. Jordan is filled with heart and desire to help everyone in the class. Jordan does all he can to embrace his leadership roles in the classroom and takes his responsibilities with dedication and commitment. He has done his best to look for ways to launch into organizing the computer and tech role in class by keeping the class organized and on task with computer checkout and return each day. Great work, Jordan. Finally, from Miss Sovlin's class, we want to recognize and shout out Sophie. Sophie has had a very quiet and consistent way of showing how important it is to begin with an end in mind. Sophie comes to school ready to work and learn every day. She participates in the math group discussions and is curious about reading and learning every day. Miss Sovlin is so proud of your work, Sophie, in room 15. Just keep on doing it. From Mr. Royal's class, we want to recognize Annabella, who is great at practicing habit number 4. She wants everybody to win. Also, we want to recognize Eli. Eli is great at practicing habit number 1. He always models being proactive. Great job, everyone. Finally, we want a drum roll, please, for Miss Adams, who wants to recognize a special shout-out superstar who's been displaying all of the leadership qualities that we want to support at our school. JJ. JJ exhibits habit number 5, seek first to understand, then to be understood. He shows amazing communication skills by greeting people every morning. He is able to call people by their names, he's created relationships with adults, and he even has secret handshakes with families. We love seeing you out there, JJ. And to all our leaders, we love seeing all of the amazing things you're doing. Remember, we still have more time the rest of this year for you to get a leadership award, so keep it up. We really appreciate all of it.